Okay. All right, team, we have lots to talk about today, and many of you are catching it on the replay, so we will just jump right in. We had a question a bit ago about the importance of getting to Emerald, and so I just wanted to kind of recap some of the reasons why you want to work to get your business to Emerald as quickly as possible, and some of the strategies that you can take to get there. Just always a reminder, I think when we get into the new coach camp, kind of forget about the 7-day quick start. So actually this information that I took, I went back and watched the video in the 7-day quick start about the importance to getting to Emerald. So always new coaches and veteran coaches, go back to your Team Thrive Academy. That's one of the most valuable places you can start to get yourself the answers that you need. So this was day 6 of the quick start, and just the review of Emerald, you have to be an active coach, which is 50 personal volume points. That is yourself, personal products or products that you sell. And the reminder is Shakeology is 90 PV, so if you stay on your Shakeology, you stay active. Getting yourself to Emerald is basically you plus 2 active coaches, 1 on each leg, right leg and left leg. Each of those coaches must be active. That means they have to have 50 personal volume points. Personal or sold, so their own orders or customer orders counts in personal volume. The importance about getting to Emerald is that it really does determine your earning potential. You know, many of us start off and you're just maybe going to help 1 or 2 people, or you're going to think you're going to make some extra money based on your commissions, and that is possible. But if you really have larger goals, paying off debt, helping put kids through college, leaving your full-time job, it is the advancing in rank and tapping into this volume that is where you become a big picture thinker, like Ellie talks about as you go along in your training. When you are an Emerald coach, Beachbody will reward you with leads, customer and Shakeology leads. So if in the current month that you live, you are an Emerald coach and you are qualified, then the next month you will earn leads. To be qualified, and we'll kind of go over this for a moment because I think Jen Hughes had a question about how to stay, a difference between being an active coach and a qualified coach. To be a qualified coach, you have to be Emerald or above, you have to be a Team Beachbody Club member, and you have to hit Success Club 5 or 10. That makes you qualified to receive leads from Team Beachbody. You hit Success Club 5 and you're Emerald and above and you're qualified, you receive free customer leads. You get their email address and a way to communicate with them, and hopefully you build a relationship with them, and eventually they order and you get Success Club points for that person. If you hit Success Club 10, you get paid leads. So if a Shakeology home direct order, you get commission on that. And that's another place that you can, I'm not an expert on this one, but I think that can also turn into Success Club points if they do a challenge pack in the future. Or you can upgrade them to a challenge pack if they just got Shakeology and you build a relationship with them. And then 1 point becomes 2 points. So that is the key to the reasons why you want to get yourself to Emerald. First is that you qualify for leads, and then second, your business center becomes activated and you begin to accrue something called carryover volume. So the easiest way to kind of review this is you are on a particular leg of your coach. So whichever leg your coach placed you on, that is your strong leg, because the coach above you, your personally sponsored coach, will add coaches underneath you on that side, and you start to generate and accumulate volume that your entire team contributes towards. If you're not sure which leg you're on, ask your coach, what leg did you place me on? That is your strong leg. This becomes important when you're considering where to place your future coaches. So we're going to talk about personal volume and team volume next. Your personal volume is your orders or your sales. Team volume is that which is generated by your organization. And volume, again, is where your power comes in for your earning potential. So you want to get to Emerald so that you can be rewarded for working your business in the realm of leads, free and paid. And you also then activate your business center so that you can start earning this carryover volume, which eventually someday, when your business takes off and you have working coaches underneath you, it rolls over, and you never lose that carryover volume unless you fall yourself inactive. If you fall inactive by delaying your Shakeology or Home Direct or not staying at that 50 PV mark, you will fall inactive and your carryover volume is wiped out. So that is the main reason why you need to, if you're going to be a big picture thinker and get outside of just living on commissions, the earning potential in this business happens in the world of volume and cycle bonus and that sort of thing. So there are 6 ways to get to Emerald. She talks about basically the first one would be to sign up your spouse or your significant other. This can sometimes be a source of, what's the right word? Spouses are not always willing, I guess I should say. They may not be on board with what you're doing. They may be supporting you from a distance, but not necessarily interested in working the business. And I would just say to you, the best way to approach this is to have open lines of communication. Don't push. Craig signed up pretty early on with me, but he was in no way, shape, or form interested in working the business. He's also military. We'll talk about that in the future. And so he doesn't pay any business fees or the website fees or what's the other fee? Website and sign-up fees. There was none of that for him. So that helped me particularly out a little bit. But there are many, many, many reasons why it will help your business exponentially if you can encourage them to allow you this investment in your future, would be a way to put it. It's extremely beneficial to have your spouse sign up on your weak leg, because that is a place where you can then have a bit of control for customer orders and signing up coaches underneath your weak leg spouse, which helps increase your cycle bonus and your revenue generating potential. Hopefully that makes sense. The best way to have your spouse sign up is on your weak leg. Must go on your weak leg, unless you make a mistake when you're a new coach and you accidentally don't check your online office and they get put on your strong leg. And that's our situation right now, but is what it is. If you have your spouse sign up, have them purchase a challenge pack. It waives the $40 fee, and you get 2 Success Club points, and you're moving your business in the right direction. The second way you can get yourself to Emerald is by just kind of presenting the discount option to a new customer right off the bat. I think I've done this twice, maybe. I think it just takes the right person, the right, penny pinching money, coupon type of a person to present this to. You have to have, be able to have this conversation with them that you can literally have the sign-up fee waived and have a new coach sign up just for the discount right at the very beginning. That is one avenue that you can take. You can have any of your past customers. And this is something that Allie definitely recommends for newer coaches to do. If you've had a customer in the past who purchased a challenge pack with you to get into one of your challenge groups, you can offer them the challenge pack upgrade. So they pay the $40 fee, but they will get that refunded. That's a very simple like email link, refund. It happens very quickly. We actually used this for the other method, is to have family members sign up. We just signed up my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law as discount coaches, put them over there on Hubby, and we found the date of their challenge pack order. And you have to have the date of their prior challenge pack order when you sign them up, and then the $40 fee does eventually get waived pretty quickly. And Amy's smirking because we have a friendly competition going right now between her and my hubby. So that is an option. Your family members are a great way to approach this. Many of them will do it for you if they're faithful, if they're going to stay faithful, and you're not worried that they might fall off inactive, because that can be stressful. You want to offer this option for the discount coach, maybe the challenge pack conversion, or your family members, to people you really feel are going to like stay on it. That's how I feel about it. Then there's the military discount. I mentioned that already. That's priceless because they don't pay to sign up and they don't pay to keep their websites maintained. And then, of course, the last way that you can do it is by finding your rockstar business partner who wants to grow the business, and they sign up as an active coach right out of the gate and want to grow their business and help change lives with you. Those people will truly, truly help you generate volume for your team and take your business to the next level. So that is basically the talk about emeralds. I want to share screens for a second and go to, I found a nice visual for us to keep in mind in terms of staying active. And I think this conversation came up between Allison and Jen Hughes, who was paying for club membership for her spouse. And that isn't necessary. So like for Craig and I, I'm a diamond coach. I do pay for the club membership. And when I qualify, because I qualify, then I earn my leads. He is not, oh, hi, Lori. Lori joined. He is not necessarily, I take care of my business center first, so he doesn't always reach Success Club. We're not getting leads for him, so we don't pay for club membership for my husband's account. It's not necessary. Now, it may be in the future, but this is a very good resource, and I put it right inside our new Coach Camp photo album, and it distinguishes between what you need in personal volume to stay active, and then what you need to do if you want to qualify for leads. And so here you would see, if you just want to stay active as an Emerald coach, you don't have to pay for the club membership. However, you won't qualify for leads, and et cetera, et cetera. So this is now in our photo album, and just a nice reminder for what you need to be. And remember that volume, that's personal volume or sales. And that's kind of come in handy for a couple of my coaches in the past, where if times were hard financially and they couldn't afford their Shakeology, as long as they had 50 volume points in sales that month, they could stay active. So that's something to keep in mind. Any questions? Amy, I know Steph's not on. Do you feel like I answered her questions about the benefit of getting to Emerald and why she should think about it? And
well, I guess I assume, but I can't speak from experience, that if you have your spouse on your weak leg, then like not only are you earning like volume points from you, but you're earning volume points for your spouse too. So it like increases your earning potential, not double, but by 40% or something.
Yeah. It just exactly. And Allie kind of talks about how she's not the coach that tries to hit like 40 Success Club points each month. Allie Upham really tries to change 3 to 5 lives each month. So she'll always be at Success Club 5 or 10. She has openly shared in the training that I've seen from her that her commission technically is basically the same today as it was when she was a brand new coach. It is her team volume and cycle bonusing as she's advanced in rank that is where the revenue generating comes from. So, and I'm not the money person, but I've learned a lot of this as I've gone through the academy. So yes.
For that reason, it would be worth it to pay for a spouse's fees, although you don't have to with Craig, obviously.
And he doesn't necessarily have to support what she's doing. Do you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to be a working coach. If your spouse is gonna support you with being an entrepreneur and living on purpose and finding your passion and, you know, trying to help people, then I think if you approach it the right way, it's really just about taking the time to not push and to have those conversations. You guys have all heard me say, when I signed up to be a coach, the first thing Craig said is, that's fine, but you're not going to order that Shakeology because it's too expensive. So they can be persuaded. So go ahead, Lori.
Hi. I was just like listening to what you were talking about, the spouses and things, because John is under me right now, and he only wanted to become a coach to help me out. So who knows? Maybe he'll eventually want to get going more too. But
so how did you approach him with it, Lori? How did you bring the conversation up to him, and how did you handle that?
Well, he actually how did we bring it up? I think we talked about how a discount coach, we knew we needed more Shakeology because he was drinking it also. Okay. My son started drinking it, and we just needed more. Okay. And so I think I just kind of told him, I said, I can't afford to buy, 2 or 3 of them. So can you? And so he said, okay. And then after that, after like a month, I think I just said, do you want to get it cheaper? And there wasn't any big or anything like that.
Okay. So hopefully, Steph, if you're watching this on the replay, if we didn't answer your questions, hopefully you can feel free to ask more questions, and hopefully we lend some insight into it. Really is, if you're gonna do this business, Allie would not encourage you to do this within your first month if she didn't know this was where to go as a coach. So that's my talk on Emerald. I wanted to briefly, I know there was another question about price objections, and I do have some thoughts about that, but I just wanted to, in case there's people in here not in Insaniac or who haven't seen or heard the new announcement yesterday from Carl Deichler, I wanted to share some of the details about that and some of the suggestions for sharing it and that sort of thing. And also clarify, I don't know it all. I'm just kind of learning it and starting to share it as I figure it all out. So basically what they have come out with is, and Amy or Lori, feel free to hop in if I say something incorrect. Starting December 27th, there will be an all-access digital challenge pack that will give you 3 Success Club points, $70 in commission. It will be all access to all Beachbody programs ever created in their entirety. No unlocking anything, no programs not there. Everything is there, and everything that comes out in the next year will be available on there. And that would be $199 for the challenge pack cost. It's the year supply or year membership to Beachbody On Demand, 30 days of Shakeology, and your containers. The other option would be, I think it's called All Access on Demand. So for people not interested in the Shakeology part of it, they can pay $99 for 1 year of Beachbody on Demand. Again, like $6,000 worth of Beachbody programs available. No monthly fees, no worrying about that. It's 1 year basically for people to have the ability to go from one program to the next program to the next program. And really the hope is that people will stay on the course and not fall off after 30 or 60 or 90 days when their program's done, so they stop drinking their Shakeology. This is to encourage longevity and help people throughout the year. So anybody is able to upgrade, coaches or customers. Anybody is able to upgrade. What else do I want to tell you guys about that? Some of the things basically that they've talked about is don't go spamming social media with the images of, Beachbody things. My suggestion, and I actually started it, Amy suggested it yesterday, is to come up with a list. I started a list of 100 people that maybe you have talked to. Maybe you don't have 100 people yet if you're a newer coach, but come up with a list of people, either current customers who have said yes to you in the past but maybe have fallen off, or people that said no, not right now, the time isn't right. You revisit that list and you start a conversation with them. What happened to you, Lori?
My pad fell down.
Okay. That was funny. So revisit your list, go to people that you've connected with in the past who maybe said not right now, and just start a conversation and say, hey, I know we talked about this in the past, but I'm just wondering if the timing might be right for you now. And then you sort of stop the conversation right there and you see where they come back in. If they come back in with a positive response, then you start having more conversations about figuring out their needs and voids and limitations, et cetera, and you sort of use the breadcrumbing approach to give them some information to build the excitement about what new resources we have available for us right now. There's never been a better time, that sort of thing, curiosity. The other thing that they're encouraging us to do is to use third-party tools, which is actually how a lot of us have been inviting. If you're inviting to sneak peeks and backstage passes, if you're using the Join Team Thrive webinar and sharing that link when you're talking to new coach prospects, they will be coming out with a new, like a video, a sizzle reel on the 27th, and we'll be able to share that with our people. So talk to them, have conversations, find out what their needs and goals are, and then say, would you be willing to watch a short video? I can send it to you, on the 27th when it comes out. Basically, the idea is to treat what we have as a valuable commodity. Don't just give it all away by putting a bunch of facts out on social media, because people do not buy things. They don't buy products. They buy relationships with people. They buy the benefits of it. They're going to connect with you. So basically talk about the benefits of no monthly cost. You can work out for an entire year, going from one program to the next. The meal plans are on there. You can work out anywhere you want. So you basically, and actually, Amy shared in Insaniacs kind of a walkthrough video for Beachbody on Demand. It's going to be important for us to understand Beachbody on Demand. You're going to have to understand it if this is going to be, and everything that it has, so that you can talk about the value of it when you share it with your people. So I'll see if I can find that and share it over on this page for those of you not there. People join people, not products. And there is a very extensive FAQ in the online office that talks about all the details. So as we talk about this, we want to stress the value of it. And just like any inviting, the limitations will come. And limitations generally come when there is a lack of understanding or appreciation for the value of what you have to offer. So for anyone worried about sharing this and overcoming the fact that our challenge pack price just went from $140 to $199, you have to approach it a little from actually the same way we approach all limitations. So I want to just remind you, in the inviting tab, always go back to Team Thrive Academy. In the inviting tab, when you're having your conversations, you go through the process, finding out their struggles, finding out their voids, their limitations, what you need to do so that you can make a recommendation. You're going through that whole inviting process just like normal. And actually, the other thing that I want to do is, we were supposed to create a document that had all of the recorded Zooms from our new coach camp. And I did a Zoom a while ago that shared my conversations about inviting and how to have those conversations. So I'm going to find that again and bring it back to the forefront so people that are maybe didn't see that can go back and watch how I went through some inviting conversations and overcame objections and et cetera, et cetera. So go through the inviting tab again if you want refreshers about how to invite correctly. And then the limitations tab also has a very valuable video where she talks about feel, felt, found. And again, it's usually because either they're not ready, so they're saying no, but it's probably not right now, or the timing isn't right. You always leave an open door and you say, you're not going to hurt my heart if the timing isn't right. I just want to share what I'm doing. And then just be excited about it. Get out of your own head about it. It's not about you. It's about sharing and offering something of value that you know could change their lives, could change their lives. So, and then you just have to only work with the willing. That's the bottom line too. You know, you can't want this more for people than they want it for themselves. And I think we need to remember that as coaches too. This is a highly, highly valuable product, and it does have great potential to change people's lives for the duration. And they will revisit it in February. This offer will go through February 28th, and then they'll check it and see if it was helpful, or because I think what they're seeing is people's Shakeology orders fall off after their program's done because they don't have something maybe necessarily to go to. So we'll see. This will be interesting. I think that's all of the questions. Do you ladies have any others that are on? How'd we do?
I have a question. So I've been trying to find this out online and I can't. Do you think that the Core de Force Deluxe workouts will be on that all access? Because I have someone who just approached me this morning who wants to upgrade, to Deluxe, and I don't know if I should, sell her that or tell her to hold on and wait.
I don't know the answer to that, but I sure could find out. Yeah. I would say if you've checked the FAQ and it's not clear.
I checked FAQ and doesn't spell it out. All it says is, you'll have access to everything Beachbody has ever created, which makes me think yes.
Makes me think yes. The other thing I think you could do is a chat.
I was thinking, yeah.
That's a nice
I was just getting ready to do that, and then I looked at the time, and it was time for this.
Yeah. Well, let us know what they say, but I mean, I'm thinking it's inclusive of everything. So, anything else? Ooh, we did good. 30 minutes, ladies.
Lots of stuff.
Okay, so my task is to find the video on inviting, and we need to create the document for our Zooms so they can be available for people to watch for the new coach campers.
And I'm doing a chat.
You're doing a chat. So get to Emerald and start sharing with integrity and excitement and no spamming for 2017. Okay? All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.